In this video, you will learn what NMN can and cannot do for your DNA repair, so you can choose wisely and protect the health you care about most. Stay to the end for practical dosing notes, lab tips, and a simple checklist that helps your body age gracefully without hype or confusion. Problem: after 40, NAD+ declines, DNA errors accumulate, and telomeres shorten, which nudges cells toward senescence and slower recovery overall. Repair teams rely on NAD+ to power PARP enzymes and sirtuins, which patch breaks, organize chromatin, and calm damage alarms. When the power is low, cracks persist, checkpoints fire, and tissues lose resilience. Is NMN the new telomerase? No, telomerase adds TTAGGG repeats to telomeres, while NMN does not do that job. Solution: NMN is a precursor. Your salvage pathway converts into NAD+, which can re-energize PARPs and sirtuins and indirectly support telomere stability. Think of telomeres as shoelace tips and NAD+ as electricity for the workshop that keeps the tips from fraying under daily wear. Result: with power restored, more small lesions get fixed and cells keep working longer with fewer errors. Caution: NMN is not a cure, and responses vary with dose, product quality, sleep, and training, so track function as you go. Research doses range from 250 mg to 900 mg per day. Short trials suggest acceptable safety, while long-term outcomes remain unknown. If you and your clinician test NMN, build a baseline week, then add NMN without changing other variables, so cause and effect stay visible. Hold the plan steady for 8 to 12 weeks, then review labs, sleep, and stamina before any stack changes. Avoid miracle promises. Remodeling takes months, and small steady wins beat heroic sprints every time. Next, we map the cellular problem and the realistic path where NMN may help without pretending to be telomerase. The cellular problem and a practical path. Problem: most adult cells express little telomerase, so chromosome ends shorten and eventually trigger a DNA damage response that slows division. With age, the shelterin cap takes oxidative hits, replication stress climbs, and unrepaired single-strand breaks pile up near telomeres. NAD+ supply also falls. PARP activity drains the pool during repair, and sirtuin signals lose control of chromatin structure. Left alone, this mismatch breeds genomic instability, senescence, and apoptosis, which feels like slower recovery and fatigue. Solution: raise the repair budget by replenishing NAD+ via NMN, so welders and supervisors, PARPs and sirtuins, can clear the backlog. This does not create telomerase, yet it can reduce the wear that accelerates telomere loss under oxidative pressure. Result: in lab and animal models, researchers report fewer damage markers, calmer checkpoint signals, and steadier telomere length in some reports. Methods matter. Scientists use COMET assays, gamma H2AX staining, and qPCR-based telomere estimates, each with noise that averages over months. Caution: because extra NAD+ could aid malignant cells, anyone with cancer history should involve oncology before trying NMN. Caution: product quality varies, so choose third-party tested brands, verify identity and purity, and avoid megadose stacks. Keep dosing modest. Start near 300 mg, then consider 600 mg if tolerated, and avoid late-night dosing if sleep dips. Add 2 to 3 resistance sessions and 1 to 2 zone 2 sessions, because strong stimulus plus repair drives adaptation. Measure what matters. Track morning energy, resting heart rate, and grip strength, because function is what you feel. Hold expectations steady. This is a system tweak, not a magic switch, and your best results still come from consistent habits. Think of NAD+ as maintenance credits. If credits run out, repairs pause, and small problems become bigger ones by next month. What studies show and what they do not. Problem: headlines can oversell NMN, so we ask what the studies truly show in animals and humans, and where the gaps still are. In mice, NMN raises NAD+, softens DNA damage signals, and some reports show longer telomeres in blood and liver under control. In humans, early trials confirm NAD+ rises, and functional signals like 6-minute walk distance improve in some groups, not all. One pilot study reported longer telomeres in PBMCs after weeks to months, yet sample sizes were small and methods varied. Solution: treat NMN as a helper, layered on top of sleep, nutrition, and training, while you wait for larger and longer trials to clarify outcomes. Use a clean protocol, one change at a time, baseline first, then NMN, then review function and simple labs with your clinician after 8 to 12 weeks. Result: the best promise is incremental improvement, steadier stamina and faster recovery if your routine already supports repair. If your tracker shows no change after the window, stop with confidence and shift budget to habits with stronger evidence. What would you track at home? Daily energy, strength, resting heart rate, time to fall asleep, or heart rate variability trends? Caution: trials up to 900 mg per day look safe overall, but long-term data are limited. Caution: telomere tests can fluctuate for technical reasons, so treat short-term changes as educational, not diagnostic, until methods improve. Time training away from your dose if stomach upset appears, and avoid stacking multiple NAD boosters until you finish a clean NMN block. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep and keep blue light low after sunset, so circadian programs run gene repair on schedule. If you like cold exposure or sauna, introduce them gradually, because acute stress can temporarily spike DNA damage signals before adaptation. Curiosity and patience win. Biology pays compound interest to routines you can repeat without burnout. Love this video? You'll enjoy what's linked in the description too. Don't miss out. Why NMN is not telomerase and how to use it wisely. Problem: confusing NMN with telomerase creates false expectations and risky choices because they work at different layers of aging. Telomerase adds TTAGGG repeats at chromosome ends, mainly in stem cells and cancers, while NMN only feeds the NAD+ economy for repair enzymes. Solution: set realistic rules. Use NMN to support nuclear repair and chromatin care, not to force telomere extension, and pair it with durable habits. Build a plan, pick a modest dose, take it with morning water, and review every 4 weeks so you can see trajectory without changing everything at once. Choose brands with certificates of analysis, avoid compounds you cannot verify, and keep your clinician in the loop. Result: fewer surprises, fewer sunk costs, and a protocol that lowers risk while you sample potential gains. Do not mix high-dose stacks of multiple boosters, because shared pathways can deplete methyl donors and disturb sleep or mood. NAD+ pools are compartmental, nucleus, cytosol, and mitochondria may respond differently, so people feel different magnitudes of effect. Set a clean trial of 8 to 12 weeks, then pause, review function and labs, and decide to continue or redirect budget wisely. Support your trial with 2 to 3 resistance sessions, 1 to 2 zone 2 sessions, and a daily walk, because muscle signals repair programs powerfully. Keep alcohol low and caffeine earlier in the day so sleep pressure builds properly and overnight DNA maintenance can run without interruption. On hot days, measure sweat before and after training and replace about 70% of the loss to protect performance. If you travel, carry electrolytes, plan morning light at destination, and keep first night screens dim to help clock genes reset. Think of your genome as a library. Telomerase binds frayed ends, while NMN funds staff who can repair pages, shelves, and lighting. That framing keeps hope and realism in balance and gives you levers you can pull today without pretending to rewrite biology overnight. Join our community and never miss out on new content. Subscribe today. Summary with extra tips you can apply today. Summary: NMN raises NAD+ in blood, may support DNA repair enzymes like PARPs and sirtuins, and could indirectly steady telomere biology, but it is not telomerase. Use NMN as a tool, not a trophy, and pair it with sleep, training, protein, and sunlight, so the repair economy has raw materials and time to work. Start low, around 300 mg per day, and increase only if you tolerate it, while tracking function, mood, and sleep quality each week. Treat telomere tests as educational, because measurement methods vary, and short-term swings often reflect technical noise, rather than true change. Caution: long-term outcomes in humans are unknown. And anyone with cancer history must involve their medical team before trying NAD pathway agents. Extra tips. Anchor your circadian rhythm with morning outdoor light. Keep evenings dim, and keep a wind-down ritual, so gene repair runs on schedule. Hydrate between 2 and 3 liters per day, or about half to 3/4 of a gallon, and raise intake on hot, humid days or after long sessions. If you plateau, adjust training with progressive overload and leave rest days in place, because connective tissue remodels slower than muscle. Plan review points at week 4, 8, and 12, then decide to continue, pause, or stop based on function and lab context rather than marketing. Result, you make decisions with clarity, protect your budget, and pursue healthspan with confidence. Keep curiosity high and expectations fair, because biology rewards consistency more than novelty, and patience more than haste. Thank you for being here, and for supporting a community that values empathy, evidence, and practical action. We will keep tracking new trials and translating them into steps you can test without turning your life upside down. Carry this with you today. Small, steady wins compound into meaningful change across seasons and years if you keep showing up. Are you over 40 and living your best life? Share your inspiring story with the world and spread positivity in the comment below. See how vitamin D, C, and folate may support telomeres safely with food first tips. Let's watch the next video here.